y'all. It's Tracy. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that we all have dealt with, do deal with, and will deal with, which is comparison. And so, just coming from a personal place, because all I can speak on is what Tracy has experienced. And so I have definitely in the past, and even in the present sometimes, been somebody that compares myself to others, whether it be something personal or business or ministry, whatever. And, that's just a natural thing. So it has been said that comparison is the thief of joy. But I agree, but I disagree. I agree that it can be a thief of joy, but that's only if you let it. And so comparison is natural. We're naturally going to look around and say, oh, she's doing this, or she's wearing this, or her kids are like this, or look what they're doing over there. That's natural. We're human. But the thing is, when you stay in that, and then you start letting that negativity seep into every aspect of your being, then you become a toxic person, all because, you let a little comparison turn you into somebody that's jealous and bitter. And so now, I've done it. When I was single, I would get on Facebook and Instagram. You know how social media can set us up sometimes. And so I would get on social media and, I would see these different couples that I admired. And I just was like, oh, she has a wonderful husband. Look at the things he does for her. And then I ain't gonna lie, y'all, some women I looked at that I knew personally. And I'd be like, now, Lord, how'd she get a husband before me? And I start comparing me and her. Like, I'm living for you. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why'd she get married before me? What made you give her a good man? She ain't no good woman. But that wasn't my place. We got to stay in our lane. Let God be God, let God do God. And work on ourselves. And so that's what I did. I stopped having pity parties for the most part. And, I'm like, what can I do to get Tracy ready for the life she's trying to have? And I ain't just in that aspect. We compare different things. We can look at moves people are making in business. It's like, okay, we're in the same field. And, she seems like she's a little bit further. You don't know what that sister did behind the scenes. It might look like she just jumped out overnight, but you don't see that she's been putting in blood, sweat, and tears. Talking about late nights, early mornings for like years. And then it just jumped off. And it looks like it just happened. It looked like it was easy, but you don't see the work. And so, we look at the glory, but we don't look at the story behind the scenes. And we have to be so careful. And another thing that I used to struggle with is, I'm a big girl. I'm a thick girl. But even in that, I be looking at other people's bodies. And believe this or not, I didn't compare my body to smaller women. I compared my body to other big women. Like, I would go on Instagram and see all these beautiful women that I admired. And I admired their confidence and their VBO, their visible belly outline. Because I just hated mine. I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody to be able to see this belly through this shirt. And I'm sitting here looking 6 months pregnant. I'm definitely not. And so, I'm like, but look how confident she is with hers. And I would look at other people and be like, Lord, why her fat all put together and mine look like this? I'll compare my fat with other people's. And I'm like, even in Spanx, mine don't look that put together. Like, look, why can't I just be like everybody else? Why I got to be weird? It's like everything to do with me is weird. indifferent. But that's just how God made me. So I had to accept that. I had to accept that Tracy is a peculiar person. If things that happen one way with other people, is definitely going to happen a different way for her. And it seems like I've always taken the road less traveled in my life. But, that's just me. And so even in that, instead of just looking at these folks and becoming jealous, like, oh, she looks like this, and she has all these followers, and she's going all over and doing. I'm like, I admire this girl. She doing it. She is beautiful, big, gorgeous, fine, just like myself. And it is what it is. And that's what we had to start doing. We had to start looking at our sisters and being inspired instead of bitter. And another example in this Christian walk, so many times we compare ourselves to what other people are doing in their walk, and not trying to be negative, but it's like in a lot of things in people's lives, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you're looking at an illusion or reality or what. That's another reason why we shouldn't get so caught up comparing ourselves, because you might be comparing yourself to an illusion or something that is not real. And so, but even if it is real, again, you can't stay stuck in that. And so I remember back in college, I just really looked up to, and still do to this day, look up to my big sister Sandrika. And this girl, she be praying and fast. Every time you talk to her, oh girl, I just came out of the Lord's face. I'm just enjoying his presence. I'm like, dog, Lord, I don't get lost like that. Why she get to get lost in your presence all the time? And and I love worshiping God, but I felt like I couldn't go as deep as Drake. I'm like, I don't go as deep as Drake do. She be getting lost. And so she even had like day nights and stuff like that where she just be with the Lord. And I just really looked up to her and admired her walk. But that's why it's her walk. And then I had to build my walk with the Lord. Because, at that time, I was a baby Christian. I was building and learning about God. And I just looked at all these different people. I'm like, okay, Christianity should look like that. And, but I had to get my own relationship with God. But, I remember she used to talk about fasting and stuff. So some kind of way I got to one day decide I was Jesus. And I was like, I'm going to fast 40 days. I ain't going to have nothing to eat till 3 every day in the afternoon. I don't know who I thought I was. But I got back to reality real quickly. I woke up around 9 that first day. And I was just all gung-ho like, oh yeah, I got this. I ain't eating nothing. I may not even drink no water. I'm going to be a super Christian. Y'all, about 10 o'clock. When I tell y'all I crawled into the kitchen and threw some sausage in a skillet, and I cooked that up and I ate it, and I was satisfied. And I was like, Lord, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know who I thought I was. But I ain't gonna be able to do this. And not to say that I didn't fast no more, but you gotta come at that with the right heart, the right spirit, the right motive. My motive wasn't right. I did it because I wanted to be Sandrika, not because I wanted to honor God. And so that just shows you right there. It's just like, when we do the things you do, like what's motivating you? Is it because you're comparing yourself and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this because she did it and she made it like this and I'm going to do that too and I'm going to get the same results. No. It's two different things. It's two different journeys. And so all I can say to wrap this up is let's stay in our own lanes. You can stay in your own lane and admire what's going on around you. We have to stay focused on what God is doing for us. Can't get messed up and distracted looking around at what's going on with somebody else's life. You miss your own life looking around at other folks' life. But that's all. I just wanted to encourage y'all in there today and remind myself, that I got my own race to run. So And then I say, y'all have a great day. God bless you. See you next time.